Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are we? You've caught me in an absolutely cracking mood because I've just finished watching Liverpool dispatch Southampton 2-0 and Thiago get his very first goal. So I'm in a great mood. If you can't tell, I filmed this last night. Uh, but yeah, let's have a look at what happened in between the last episode and this episode. We have had two absolutely stonking wins. As you can see here, we've had a 4-0 versus Stoke and a 3-0 versus Swansea. And we kick off today by playing our FA Cup fourth round tie against Huddersfield, who we have already played so far this year, and we beat them 1-0 this season. So hopefully we can have a repeat of that. We are playing away. We beat them away 1-0. We then are going to be playing Middlesbrough and trying to keep our position, as you can see, back in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to try and climb here. So if we can beat Middlesbrough and Bournemouth lose, we can hop up a spot here into fifth, and I think that's going to be our aim. Lewis Grabban is the top scorer, but as you can see, Ben Berreton has broken in with 11 goals so far. Armstrong's been getting in and out injured, so Berreton has been picking up a good number of goals for us. Hopefully that may continue. We have made some small changes to our tactics, as you can see. We now are actually paying attention to the best role for each of the players that we have, and also their best duty. So as you can see here now, Simunovic is now on a defensive centre-back, and we've got a stopping ball player defender. We've got a full-back and a wing-back on defend and support. Holtby is our deep-lying playmaker. Rothwell is our Mazzala. Dak is now an advanced playmaker. Jones as an inverted winger. That's Curtis Jones, by the way. I told you we were going to be making a signing that would hopefully turn our season around, and we went and got ourselves Curtis Jones on loan. So we now got 3 Liverpool boys on loan. Harvey Elliott as an inverted winger as well. And then Adam Armstrong up front. And as you can see, we've got some nice relationship there between Dak and Armstrong, so hopefully that can kick us forward. But we do have a press conference to do now before the Huddersfield game starts, so let's get into it, shall we? Am I confident ahead of the upcoming tie? I like to think we've got a good chance. We're confident. What impact do I think the good performance on our last match will have on this fixture? I see no reason why we can't keep playing that way if we work hard. Would I agree that Lewis O'Brien would prove the main threat to the Blackburn defence in the forthcoming match? It would be dangerous to concentrate solely on O'Brien. We have to be aware of the opposition players. Who is Huddersfield's main threat then? No comment. Are you all at all concerned by Mulgrew's poor form while on loan at Fleetwood? It's the reason we sent him on loan. If he was playing that way here, he wouldn't be in the team. It's a different story at Fleetwood, though, and the challenge facing him now is to find a way out of this funk. Holtby has a number of standout attributes. Could they be the difference? Do I share those sentiments? I expect he'll impress. That'll do. Now let's get ourselves into the game, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see if we can dispatch Huddersfield. Downing was liking what I was saying. Downing seems to like everything that comes out of my mouth, so yeah, let's just call him a good mate, shall we? Me and Stuart Downing, we're like that. Now come on, FA Cup fourth round. It's the only cup competition we're still in. Let's hope we can stay in it. And then crack on with our climb up the championship table. So let's see what we're going to do here. None of them are there for match fitness, so we'll give them all 90 minutes. Williams, Johnson, Downing and Rankin Costello, who has started to climb out of his bad form for me in the first team, to be honest. I'm not bothered about Christian Atsu right now. I got Curtis Jones, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hoping as well my transfer budget is going to be a bit bigger next season, because we're in January now. We did... hang on, let me just find, where is it? I'm just have to go into transfers, aren't I? Transfer history. We also managed to sign for the future Kazim Aligaby. I'm going to say Aligaby. He's definitely one for the future. 18-year-old Belgian from Southampton. Striker more than anything, but here it's comparing him to attacking midfielder left for some reason. But he's got some decent potential. So let's see how he develops for us. I don't think we've got him loan listed yet. We don't have him loan listed yet. But yeah, he's hopefully going to kick on for us pretty well here. Now let's crack on, shall we? Let's get into this game. Here's me dilly-dallying. And let's see what we've got here. So next match only. I'm not going to work the ball into the box on because that slows us down. And I don't want to slow us down. Let's have a look at the opposition. So Danny Ward is going to be shown onto his weaker foot, closed down always, and tightly marked. We are going to always press, always press. Let's not tightly mark or explicitly tightly mark this guy. Let's show him onto his weaker foot. I think that'll do. That will do. And let's do this. Nyambe's pleased to be back in the team. Elliot's pleased to be back in the team. Good, good, good. Let's go to the match and hopefully absolutely smash this. Progress in the FA Cup if we can. The media have given us a lot of credit. Let's make sure it's deserved. I was trying to think of what word I could use there. So Schindler, that they're playing in centre-back, is already injured. And we've literally 9 seconds into the game. He's nursing a knock. But here we are on the attack with Nyambe with a throw. Finds Elliot, who works his way into the box. Brings Holtby into play on the outside. Passes it to Rothwell, but his shot cannons off a Huddersfield defender and out for a throw. Let's see if we can do something with this move here. Nyambe's been involved in every highlight so far. Simunovic and Holtby knocking it around. Back to Kaminski, brings him into play. He's now playing as an attacking sweeper keeper, by the way. Now Bradley Dack finds Elliot with a beautiful ball. But he can't make progress and plays it back to Holtby. Dack and Holtby knocking it around just outside the box now. And Armstrong has a chance to shoot from range. Oof. Just over. Had the keeper stretching there. Now Huddersfield have a chance to come out as it's Pritchard. Gives it away to Armstrong now, who's got acres of space here on the left-hand side to break into. Plays it inside to Rothwell. Rothwell goes past his defender and slots it comfortably past Pereira in the Huddersfield goal. Just under 5 minutes into the game, and Blackburn are 1-0 up, and so far going through to the next round of the Cup. Watch this pass. Armstrong with a nice pass straight into the path of Rothwell, who completely ghosts his defender. And Pereira could do absolutely nothing about that. Our form is properly picking up now, ladies and gentlemen. Branthwaite now throws it in, but only finds the head of Dunny. Is it Dunny or Dunay? Dehaney? Here's Armstrong now, though. Pereira shows some safe hands. Yeah, it's Dehaney. Starting to be a bit of a quiet half now. We had a busy early portion. And here we've got another highlight with Nyambe taking a throw to Dack. His cross is blocked, but it only falls to Holtby. And Curtis Jones at the back post gets his first goal for Blackburn Rovers in his 3rd game for the club. The loan signing is already proven to be shrewd business. There we go. Dack, see, blocked, but then Holtby with a lovely cross. Rothwell nods it on. And Curtis Jones just taps it in there. Lovely goal. Now we've got a deep defensive throw here. Nyambe to Elliot. Dack, Elliot. Nyambe's overlapped. But Elliot ignores him and instead plays it into Armstrong, who's only got the defenders to beat now. It cannons off one of them and back to Elliot. Elliot working his way into the box. Is that a penalty? It is not, no. It goes out for a Blackburn throw. Simunovic is fouling. Again, not much going on, highlight worthy. But we are 2-0 up, comfortable going into this second half. But here we are with a Huddersfield chance here. But Holtby manages to intercept and play it out long. But picked up by Sarr, who now starts building for Huddersfield again. Hitchens now, but Branthwaite clears that. And Armstrong is one-on-one with the keeper. Oh, he's started to pick up his shooting boots, but they seem to be fading away again. And again, Armstrong hits it straight into the arms of Pereira in the Huddersfield goal. And there we are, ladies and gents, half-time. 2-0 up, 2-0 to the good. Huddersfield have hardly had a chance. Let's go and have a look at how we're performing, shall we? Everyone is playing okay. Bradley Dack is probably the most likely person who would come off, along with Branthenwaite. But I'm going to leave them on. I'm not going to change anything at the moment. Things are going really well. So let's tell them about the media again. And everyone's like, yeah. Now let's kick off this second half. And hopefully Armstrong can get a goal under his belt. I think he needs to build his confidence a little bit. Lenihan now playing the ball out to Jones on the left. He lays it off to Rothwell and starts making a break, but it's not made use of. Now we have a Huddersfield throw to Folo, to Karoma. Karoma gets himself clear and plays a wonderful ball into Holmes at the back post, and Branthenwaite stops him in his tracks. Fantastic defending by the Loney. Now Hogg's got it for Huddersfield in the centre of the park. Saar. Back to Karoma. He plays it across to Holmes again. Ward now, but Kaminsky shows safe hands. It's all Huddersfield in this second half so far. 4 minutes in, and Huddersfield seem to be playing pretty aggressively in this second half. But now Harvey Elliott is breaking into the Huddersfield half. Bradley Dack picks it up, shoots over the bar. Didn't even bother the keeper. He made a dive for it, but it didn't seem necessary. We're going to stay in our positive mindset here as well. We're not going to go too defensive. 2-0 up, we've got a bit of a cushion. If they score one, we might. But coming up to 70 minutes now, I think we're going to think about making a substitution. We do have Harvey Elliott. Looks like he's been in the wars a little bit. Who do we have that we can bring on for him? Ben Woodburn is going to come on for Harvey Elliott. One Liverpool lad for another. And we probably want to take off Lenihan as well. So Lenihan's going to come on as our ball-playing defender. No, sorry, Harwood Bells is. No, we're going to undo that one. Sorry. I'm thinking. No, it's gonna have to be that. I could bring Daniel Ayala on, but yeah, it's gonna have to be that. We'll confirm that, and let's crack on. Yeah, I'll bring Tribal on for Rothwell. Tribal can play as a Mazzala. That's got to be miles offside. Apparently not. Fraser Campbell pulls one back. Let's tell the boys to focus. Come on, boys. Keep your heads. Still 15 minutes of the game left to go here, but here we go. We've got a Blackburn throw. Branthenwaite to Dack. Dack finds... Is that Jones? It is Jones, yep, who manages to fight off Dehaney. Back to Dack again. Dack plays it across the area where there's not a single Blackburn shirt behind everybody, and now Huddersfield can knock it around in their defensive area until Nyambi comes and picks it back up for us again. Holtby brings Tribal in. Dack breaking forward, skips past one defender, passes out to Jones. Tribal now on the edge of the area, finds Branthenwaite. Back to Jones again. Can he play a ball in? It's Dack. Oh, cannons off the... Was that the post? Now Branthenwaite, Armstrong, Dack, Woodburn, and Pereira claims. Yeah, Berreton's going to come on for Curtis Jones because Jones is carrying a knock. Now Branthenwaite, can we build something here? Curtis Jones tries to find Armstrong or Woodburn, but Brown finds it first. Holmes now skips past two Blackburn midfielders, plays it into Campbell. He tries to play a through ball, but Nyambi's wise to it, and now Keogh picks up the clearance. Dehaney on their right-hand side plays a ball in. Woodburn's there to defend it, and then Harwood Bellis with a diving header to actually clear it out of the area. Brown now can only pass it to the feet of Nyambi. But it's a Huddersfield throw again. Rowe finds the head of Berreton, and then Branthenwaite, Harwood Bellis plays it up towards Armstrong, but he's beaten in the air by Keogh. Berreton picks up the loose ball in the centre of the park, though, and a long ball's played to Armstrong, who uses his pace to get past, and he hits the bar. Cannons back off, and Brown picks it up. That was a spectacular effort. Corner now in the dying moments of the game. Just over a minute left. Dehaney heads clear, but only as far as Berriton. Berriton now works his way into the area. Turns and cuts back. It's taken off him though, and it's another Blackburn corner. A minute and a half remaining. I've got a free kick that Holtby is going to play in. He's going to be looking for the heads of, I'm going to guess, Simunovic at the back post, but Pereira comes out and claims comfortably. 4 minutes of added time. And we've got one final free kick. Armstrong plays it down the line to Berriton, but it runs out of play for a goal kick, and the referee brings the match to a close. 2-1 to Blackburn Rovers. We progress in the FA Cup. We have another cup dream alive, ladies and gentlemen. We have another cup dream alive after the heartbreak against West Ham in the Carabao Cup. That was a good win, lads. We're now through past the fifth round, of the FA Cup. It was the fifth round, wasn't it? I'm sure it was the fifth round. Bournemouth won their game that they played today, so I can no longer go above them with a win in Middlesbrough. Oh, pardon me, hiccups all over the place. No, it was the fourth round, so we should be through to the fifth round now. And here's our post-match press conference. Let's see what's going on. Fairy tale continues. You must be delighted to progress further in the competition. I'm pleased we're through, but we won't get ahead of ourselves right now. Can you explain Adam Armstrong's bad day in front of goal? He played well, and that was an important part of our game plan. The finishing wasn't there today, but I'm pleased. George Duncan doesn't like me. Like, I said something that offended him, apparently. We get ourselves 90k for progressing. Thompson had himself a good game. Sardi had himself a quiet game, it says, but 6.7 I'd say is alright. Solanke for Bournemouth makes yet a 1-0 win against Wednesday, and Birmingham beat Wickham. Birmingham are significantly beneath me at the moment, though they're 14th. I don't need to worry about them too much. Cross finishes scouting Martin. I am going to add him to my shortlist. They don't want to sell him, but this Josh Martin lad, he looks decent. He looks very decent. Attacking midfielder left. He is going to be the third best if you take out the loanees, because Armstrong I don't count as a winger. But he has the potential to be better than any of them. So, except for Berriton, I guess. So we'll have a look at him. It's January right now. We're not gonna make many moves in the January window. Benet, midfielder there, looks solid. Apparently he wouldn't even make it into the top 10 here, though. Apparently he'd be 12th. He's got decent potential, though. So again, he's another one that's going to get added to the shortlist for us to check out later. Nope, this guy's already orange, so not a good shout. Hannibal's been putting in some very impressive performances in the Papa John's Trophy. He's won the most Man of the Match awards. Could be worthwhile getting a scout to look at him. Yeah, go have a peek. And then let's crack on towards our Middlesbrough game, which is only 3 days away. I am happy with the outcome. Rothwell, Lanahan and Dak absolutely loved what I was saying, which is good. This is all positive impacts on the team morale, the atmosphere within the dressing room. The better I can make that, the more these guys are going to do what I want them to do. So Nyambi is out. He got a ban for his yellow card limit. Accepts his fine, as he should. His ban only applies in the FA Cup, though, so he's going to be fine for the Middlesbrough game. Is this guy worth removing from my shortlist? Says he's a 79. He looks decent still. He's only 21 as well. So you know what? I'm going to add him to my shortlist again, indefinitely, and we'll check him out again later. Should be happy with the result. Yep, I am. Recruitment meeting. Let's see what they're saying that we need. So I'm struggling to work within the wage budget. That's fine for now. I'd be interested to hear your suggestions. In the Mezzala here, let's see who we're looking for. So apparently Curtis Jones is our best Mezzala, but we're not playing him there. We're playing him on the wing. Currently a free agent. He's a 42 though. Like, this guy's gonna be garbage. Reece Cole, what's his potential? Yeah, sod that guy off. He's a no. Uh, Kegs Chalk. He's at Southampton. So for some reason I can't scout him. Scouting's already in progress. Fantastic. So I'll just acknowledge that. Jan Zambarek. We'll give that guy a scout. Jonas Martin. He's on the transfer list for 1.6 mil, but we'll scout him anyway. Kian Flanagan only has a short time left on his contract, so let's give him a scout too. Right, let's move on. Right, let's see the reports then. Michael Doughty, again, he's garbage. I don't care. Zeondo is a free agent. Scouting required. Let's offer him a trial. Jack Jenkins is listed for loan. Let's give him a scout. Jensen Weir as well. We'll give him a scout. Simeone Misiroli only has a short time left on his contract. He plays for Spal, whatever Spal is. I've never heard of this team before. They're in Serie BTK. Let's just acknowledge that. What do I approach to sign him? What's his attributes like? He's a midfielder. He's got some good technical ability there. He's got very good mental ability. And honestly, his physical ability is not bad either. His pace isn't great, but for a 34-year-old, it's not bad at all. And he would be our second best midfielder. So you know what? We are going to approach to sign him. He doesn't want to come. Okay, fair enough. Conor Hurahan on loan at Swansea from Aston Villa. We'll give him a scout. Right, let's move on. These are the other ones. So Dwight Gale, we'll add him to a shortlist and we'll scout him because I know he's good anyway. Jay Stensfield, he's listed for loan. We'll give him a scout. Prejuice Nakulma. He's not good enough. Junior Hoylett, nice. We'll give him a scout. I'm not going to add him to my shortlist yet because I don't know exactly how good he is, but we'll give him a scout. Lee Tomlin, listed for 1.4 mil from Cardiff. He's 32. I'll just acknowledge that one. Tierno Ballo, listed for loan. Let's give him a scout. Niall McGinn only has a short time left on his contract. He's 33. Let's just acknowledge it. Ivan Carlo Poveda. Neil Taylor, 31, only has a short time left on his contract. He's contracted to Villa. I think he would do a job for us. Honestly, I do. And we do need a better left back. Because Barry Douglas is only here on loan. So I'll add him to my shortlist and I'll scout him again. Joel Bagan is listed for loan. We'll give him a scout. Scouting's required. This Jerry Akaminko, 32-year-old centre-back. Know nothing about him, but we'll offer him a trial anyway. Tim Ream, on loan from Fulham. He's 33, though, but we'll give him a scout. Like, I don't know if this is video-worthy, me going through these scouting meetings, but I think it's always interesting to see who's out there. So Joel Ward, fullback, he's almost certainly going to be solid, so let's add him to the shortlist and scout him. Kane Hayden, we'll give him a scout as well. So many things. Wayne Hennessy would be a solid keeper. He'd probably become first choice keeper, to be honest. We'll add him to a shortlist and we'll scout him more because I don't know why scouting's required for somebody like that, though. There we go. Done. West Ham approach for Tony Cars, my under-18 coach. They'll probably get him, but we'll get compensation. Akamino set to go on trial. Fantastic. Zeondo set to go on trial. So they'll have 2-week trials, and at the end of those 2-week trials, we'll know absolutely everything about them. But the transfer window will be closed by then, but because they're free agents, I believe I can still pick them up. So let's have a look at Akaminko. He's going to be a defender, right? And he's not that great, so we're almost certainly not going to be picking this guy up. He's 32. And Zeondo, this 33-year-old, again, not great. We're almost certainly not going to be picking him up either. Brad Lyons to AS Nancy from Blackburn has been agreed.
Interesting. Good luck over there, mate. Cassidy finishes scouting this fella. He looks like a guy I would want. So I'm not going to be able to afford him because he's over 4 mil. 4 to 6 mil, they reckon it'll cost me. Let's have a look at him. He's a centre mid, and as you can see, his stats are great, and he's only valued at 800k. So we'll probably try and come back for him in the summer if we get a budget for it. Which, if we get promoted, we should do. I've already sorted out my training schedule for most of this. The only thing I haven't is for this week here. So let's start now. So you'll actually get to see how I do my training. So there's the default stuff that's in there to begin with. They never put a match review in after the matches, so I always go through and do that. And then I start looking through at what else we've got here. So here we've got physical and defending disengaged, so I'm going to add in another defending one here. So a defending engaged one as well, so extra defense there. Transition restrict, attacking patient. Let's put attacking direct in as well. Match tactics, match practice, and then here is where we'll put in a team bonding. And then here we're going to do a where are we? We'll just do a general in here, an overall, yeah. And then here we're going to do match preparation, match tactics. So that's a very busy week there. Hopefully it's not going to lead to too many injuries. If I start getting complaints about there being too much training, I'll just leave the recommended stuff in there for a few weeks and then go back to doing this. Transfer deadline's in a week. So they're suggesting I change a lot here. An awful lot. So let's instead just go to our tactics window and start having a look ourselves at what we want to do. So Kaminsky is a yes. We want him in. Niambe, yes. Simjinovic and Lenahan, yes. Except Lenihan wants to be a no-nonsense centre-back on stopper. And Simjinovic wants to be a central defender on defence. He is cool. Defensive wing-back. Ball-playing defender on stopper. But we are going to play Barry Douglas there instead. And then Branthwaite Waite is going to come up and in for Harwood Bellis there on the bench. So that's going to be that's our best back line there right now. And we've got Holtby as our deep line playmaker. We are going to bring Lewis Travis on as a ball-winning midfielder, though, for Rothwell. And he will be our ball-winning midfielder on defend. Harvey Elliott as an inverted winger. Bradley Dack as an advanced playmaker. Curtis Jones as an inverted winger. And then Adam Armstrong, who is also apparently best as an inverted winger, can play as our advanced forward. And this is going to be our formation for the next game. Who do we have that isn't included at all there now? Yep, I think this is the best team we can have, unless we've got a better centre mid than Lewis Holtby, who's only 3 stars there, and I don't think we do. So Rothwell again is 3. Corey Evans is 2.5. Rankin Costello can play centre mid. He's 3. Tribal 2.5. Yep, we've got the best team we can have here for this. So let's go and beat Middlesbrough if we can. So ignore that team selection advice. We face Middlesbrough. Pre-match press conference. Tripping over my tongue. The upcoming match sees us locking horns with Neil Warnock again. How keen are you to get the win, given your very public war of words with him last time around? Think you lot blew it all out of proportion. Seems like Neil Warnock remains intent on trying to rally you up even after all this time. How important is it that we put that aside and remain professional? As I said, there aren't any issues between Neil and me. You must be intent on gaining a measure of revenge on Middlesbrough after they triumphed last time you met. Certainly helps to motivate the players. Reputation for being direct. What are my thoughts on the way they play and how do I plan to overcome it? Try to focus more on the way my team plays than the opposition. I'm being a little inflexible or stubborn. I don't think it's an unwillingness to adapt. No, I'm not going to say that. Not at all. I just don't really see any value in publicly disclosing any of my tactical decisions before the match. Currently lying in 8th. Could Middlesbrough... there are no easy matches, but I think we've got a chance to do well. Uh, Positive atmosphere in the dressing room. Do you think that could be a key factor behind your current running form? Life's more fun when everyone's happy. I have no concerns about our mental strength. Still looking to do business in that time. Well, time's running out on us, and it isn't looking likely. There we go. Let's see if anyone... No, nobody reacted well to that. Downing doesn't like me this week. Granted, it's only 3 days since our last game, but it is a new week. Butterworth scored his first Luton goal. Fantastic. In the Luton's 3-1 win against Derby. And our Greek keeper is going to go out on loan. Hiccup again. I want to say this is a must-win game. It kind of is. Haven't forgotten my criticisms. Bit of an edge in the match. Ooh. We football managers have a bit of a long memory when it comes to this sort of thing. Smizzato guy. He plays for Monaco. Looks fairly decent for a centre mid. Where is he? Matozo is here. He's got relatively decent potential. I'm not going to add him to my shortlist, but I will just acknowledge this. Oosterwolde. He looks very good. Let's have a look at his attributes. As a fullback, tackling a 12, pace of 13, crossing's only 9, his dribbling's 13 as well, though. 15 determined. He looks solid. He's got the potential to be a Premier League player, so I'll add him to my shortlist. And the 5th round draw. Let's see who we get for our next game here. West Ham again. Can we get revenge on them for the Carabao Cup? That is going to be fun. That is going to be really fun. It's only Premiership and Championship teams left in here. We've got no surprise packages to worry about. But that's going to be an interesting game against West Ham. That, especially now we've got Curtis Jones. Okay, so you become match review. You become where are you? Physical recovery. And you will become chance creation. You become match review. And you become recovery. Yeah, here as well we'll do some team bonding. That's going to be a very busy week for us. A very busy week. So I'm not going to make any extra changes to the training in that week. It already looks like a busy week. Let's get this last game for today out of the way. Simunovic made it into the team of the week, because of course he did. My beautiful, beautiful baby. 3.7 mil, he's gone up another 0.2 mil, guys. He's been an absolutely fantastic signing. Berreton needs more experience at a higher level. Branthwaite is progressing well. Simunovic needs more match experience at a higher level. My support level's good. And Alaigbe could become slightly better than Bradley Dack. Good. So let's hope in the under-23s he thrives. Now let's get this Middlesbrough game done. Let's get some opposition instructions on. And like I said again, no work the ball into the box here. They want me to put Ben Woodburn on for Dack and Rothwell on for Holtby. Not going to happen, I'm afraid. But we will have a look at the opposition instructions that they suggested. So tighter marking on Assombalonga. Always press him. Tackle him hard as well. We'll do like everything on that. Mendes Liang, he's going to get pressed and shown onto his weaker foot. Yep. Duncan Watmore as well, pressed and onto his weaker foot. And is this most assists? No, that's most red cards. Cool. So this, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. Yeah. Back to the team selection, and this is the team we're playing again. For some reason, they've lost their link. Need to take a lone player out. Derek Williams in for Branthwaite. We are going to put Ben Woodburn on for Dak, just because Dak's not very fit. We'll select another 2 subs if we can then. So Rankin Costello can be sub 8, and Downing can be sub 9. Who's he unhappy at the sale of? Unhappy at the sale of Elliot Bennett. That was right at the beginning of the season, mate. Come on. Get over it. Nyambe's looking forward to his battle with Mendes Liang. Fantastic. Go and knock him out, mate. And what are we going to say to them? Great opportunity to show all the plaudits. Let's say you'll all be keen to avenge what happened to them. Go out there and express yourselves. Yes. Holtby's like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Hopefully Curtis Jones can be a bit of a difference maker here as well. Asan Balonga was the difference maker in the last game. From kickoff, Middlesbrough play it all the way back to the keeper. Mendes Liang tries to nod that on, but goes to no one. And that's the highlight done. Now let's see if we've got anything exciting happening in this half. We're currently 10 minutes in. And it's a Blackburn attack. Nyambe to Elliott to Holtby. Holtby takes his time, finds Woodburn, who plays it back to Travis. Back to Holtby again. He's getting surrounded, but Armstrong picks it up, and it is 1-0 to Blackburn Rovers. A lovely placed shot from Armstrong into the bottom corner. Their keeper stood no chance. Blackburn Rovers 1-0 up, staying in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Now watch this pass. Absolute peach of a pass from Holtby to find Armstrong there, and Armstrong alive to the ball as well. Great vision to spot that run. Let's see if we can maintain this at least till half-time, this lead. Woodburn with some beautiful work there to dispossess after the throw-in. Woodburn and Douglas knocking it between them. Travis brings Jones into play, who plays it into the centre of the park for Holtby to pick up, and Holtby can charge forward a little bit. Playing it to Elliott. Elliott threads it through to Armstrong again. Shoots. But it's parried behind over the bar, and Douglas can take the corner. Only as far as the head of Hall, though. And now Watmore picks that up. Holds it up a little bit, waiting for some support before he starts making his own run down the left-hand side here for Middlesbrough. And is he going to go all the way? Nyambe gets his foot in to dispossess and put the ball out into the stands. It's a Middlesbrough throw that Bowler will take. Mendes Liang now back out to Bowler. Saville. Travis stops him there and hoofs it out, but only as far as Hall. Hall to Fisher on the right-hand side for them now. Back into the middle for Saville. Asombalonga. Mendes Liang tried to thread it through to Fisher, but we were alive to it and make an interceptive block, and then the ball goes behind for a goal kick. Now Nyambe with a throw to Simjinovic. Plays it across to Lenihan. We're going back out to Holtby. Holtby tries to thread it through for Jones, but he can't reach it. And now Douglas has it out on the left-hand side. Plays the ball towards the centre, towards Holtby. But there's an interception, and now Lenihan tries to play it forward. But it lands on the foot of Bowler, who hoofs it out. And now Nyambe has to try and build again. Plays it to Travis, who seemed to not know what to do. But that was a fantastic ball to Armstrong. But he was offside. The assistant raised his flag after an absolute peach of a finish from just outside the box. It seems like we're in relatively good control here as well, ladies and gentlemen. We're only 1-0 up. I'm not too worried about losing that, though. Middlesbrough have only had one shot, and it wasn't even on target. And we are fast approaching half-time. And we have a free kick just outside the area. Barry Douglas to Simjinovic, and Simjinovic gets his third goal of the season. Third headed goal of the season. What a signing that young lad has been. 2-0 up, and it seems like our playoff place is secure. Beautiful delivery by Douglas, and Simjinovic rises above 3 red shirts there in order to head that in. Keeper was easily beaten. Now Bettinelli with his goal kick. Falls onto the feet of Douglas, who starts building again down this left-hand side through Curtis Jones to Travis, Woodburn, Holtby, Elliott. We've got a Liverpool attacking line up here, guys, with Jones, Woodburn and Elliott all on the pitch at the same time in our advanced line there. Jones is coming off right now, though, for Berriton because he is getting a bit tired. We can't overwork him. And Berriton's an apt replacement. It's a great opportunity to show everyone in the press that they've been right, and we don't need to take anyone else off. Let's do it. Second half starting. How can we build down this right-hand side? Elliott cuts in. Starts looking for a way through the wall of red. Finds it through Woodburn, who passes it down to Berriton, but his shot is blocked, and now Watmore can bring it away. Mendes-Liang shown a yellow card there. As what appears to be a quiet half continues, we have a Middlesbrough throw. Here's Morsey. Passes it back to Hall. Hall back even further to Baker, getting pushed back into their own half here, till they play it through to Baisharu, and now Watmore. Watmore on the right-hand side delivers a crossing. Assombalonga didn't jump for it, but Mendes-Liang was waiting behind him, and he taps in the cross after the missed header. Middlesbrough back in it now, 2-1 to Blackburn. I think the boys are going to need some encouragement. That was a good finish from Mendes-Liang, to be fair. Let's encourage the boys. A lot of them didn't like that. Kaminsky to Travis, Lenihan, Douglas, Berriton. Just Blackburn knocking it around in their own half here. Trying to find a way to approach through the wall of red shirts. And Berriton skips past one. Plays it back to Holtby, to Simjinovic again, who finds Elliott. Back to Holtby again, who tries to thread it through to Elliott, but Armstrong picks up on it. And Bettinelli had to make the save. Corner kick. Douglas swings one in. Bettinelli claims. Safe hands. I'm not going to bring Rothwell on for Elliott. I'll bring Rankin Costello on for Elliott, though. Let's see how well he does for us. Now they're saying Niambe off. Yep, Niambe is kind of dying. Let's see who we've got on the bench that we can potentially bring on there. I mean, Ayala's the shout, really, isn't he? Let's get him on the pitch. This could be a mistake for us, though. But that ball through to Assombalonga is claimed by Kaminsky. 15 minutes of the match remain. Nice ball out from Kaminsky to Armstrong, but Armstrong was actually offside. So Middlesbrough get themselves a free kick. Yeah, let's close him down. Bettinelli with a goal kick now for Middlesbrough. Ayala hits the head of Ayala. Rankin Costello tries to nod it on, but there's no one there, and Baker cleans up. Back to Baker again. Tries to play a ball forward to Assombalonga, but Simjinovic is there, and he's equal to it. Ball played across towards Berriton. He runs into traffic, though, and now it's Woodburn in the centre of the park. Rankin Costello. Ball up towards Berriton, and Berriton can bury it for his 12th goal of the season. 3-1 to Blackburn Rovers. This is turning into a massacre, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is maybe our most successful episode in terms of results so far. We've had some successful periods in the spaces between episodes, but I think as far as episodes go, this is our best one as far as results are concerned. Oh, but here come Middlesbrough again. There's 7 minutes of the game remaining. Watmore tries to cross it, but Berriton picks up on the loose ball. Long ball forward looking for Armstrong. But Middlesbrough are equal to it, and now Bowler can come down their left-hand side. Plays it back to Hosen. Trying to find a way through this Blackburn unit here. They switch it across the field. Fisher now plays it down the line to Watmore. Watmore on the edge of the area. Looked like he was trying to coax a penalty out of us there, but the discipline showed. Assombalonga, that was a peach of a cross, and Assombalonga made Kaminsky work to tip that over the bar. 4 minutes of added time. Here's Ayala with a throw. Finds Woodburn. Back to Ayala again. Plays it across the floor back to Woodburn. Woodburn pings it into Douglas in space. Douglas, can he pick out a man? He's taken out. It's a penalty. Adam Armstrong will step up and take it. Rovers are in dreamland right now. Penalty in stoppage time to make it 4-1, and Armstrong is denied by Bettinelli. And it's played behind for a corner. Great save from the Middlesbrough keeper there, but Douglas has another chance to swing it in onto the head of a Rovers player, but only finds the head of a Middlesbrough player, and Berriton picks it up in the middle of the park, breaks down the left again, tries to play Woodburn in, but Fisher with the interception. Kaminski now plays the long ball forward again, looking for Armstrong. Baisharu, though, heads it clear, but now Holtby looks for him again, but Bettinelli picks up that loose ball and hoofs it forward himself towards Asson Bolonga, who's dispossessed by a combination of Lenihan and Holtby. And that's it, the final whistle played as we start building again down that right-hand side. A fantastic 3-1 win for the Rovers today, and we maintain our position in the playoffs. I am very pleased with that result and the performance. Let's see what the fans have to say about this. Decent result, decent match, on to the next one. Really promising performance, looked absolutely brilliant going forward. Decent result, not quite as convinced by the performance as some of you seem to be though. But the most liked one is about how brilliant we were going forward. Fantastic. Things are looking up. Things are coming up Blackburn. We are now 6 points clear of 7th. They do have a game in hand though, so they can climb back if they beat... I don't know who their next game's against. But if they win their next game, they can end up just 3 points behind us, but with a massively inferior goal difference. And now we can move up to 4th with another win. So let's come and see what the press conference is going to be like here. Ayala gets one over on Middlesbrough, yes. A cagey press conference from Warnock. You can't be happy following a result and a performance like that. The game is over. I don't really want to discuss it any further. Poor fella. Let's see. Can you keep this fantastic run of form going? We look unbeatable at the moment. It's important to remain focused on the next match. We always have to be wary of complacency, but there are no concerns about that right now. Harry Pickering's been playing very well. How do you envisage his long-term development going? He's a fine footballer. He's doing very well. It's exactly the reason we loaned him out, and we're pleased with his progress. He's outgrown Crewe. We're approaching that point. High proportion of their goals in the early stage of either half. We know many teams are weak there while they're trying to get themselves back together. Put together the run of form away from home. The way we're set up lends itself perfectly to being successful away from home. Been a lot of speculation surrounding the future of Mick McCarthy. It's not my place to comment on that, I'm afraid. And James Antoine didn't like me, but Ryan Westley did. So let's see how Annesley did. Good performance, ball-playing defender, several important headers to help relieve and build up the pressure. Fantastic. And then Sardi, one of the players to make a real difference, successful in most of his aerial challenges. Winner. It looks like we're going to get some good development from our players who are out on loan. But for this episode, I believe that is it. Our next 2 games, guys, that you will be seeing here on the channel is our West Ham FA Cup 5th round and a televised home game against Preston. So a big period for us, a busy, important period for us for the next episode, and let's hope we can progress through that. If you haven't already, guys, do hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out an awful lot. If you want to be notified when new videos go live as well, make sure you ring that bell. And you'll get notified when a new video goes live. And if you enjoyed what you were seeing, hit that thumbs up button, give it a good like, and leave a comment in the comments down below. Also down below in the description, you can find a link to my Twitter where you can come and chat with me outside of the videos. Always love a good chinwag over there, so go over there and hit that follow button there too. And tweet at me saying what you thought about Thiago's goal against Southampton. That was an absolute cracker, wasn't it? But as always, I have been Deej. You guys have been amazing, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.